I want to tell a little story here. And I will try not to be emotional. I will try to navigate these waters professionally. But excuse me if I do get a little choked up. We have had a caller and a listener since our overnight days by the name of Lil Mo. If you've been listening since our overnight days, you know his voice immediately. We have his voice in rejoins. We have them in drops. And Lil Mo was a young man when we started doing this show on CBS Sports Radio 7 years ago. We started in January of 2013, so really 7.5 years ago. And Lil Mo, we were on in Baltimore, 105.7 The Game in Baltimore, 105.7 The Fan. And Lil Mo would call us at night, sometimes the middle of the night. And we could tell as a young man, boy, this was probably, he might have been 7 years old at the time, 6 years old. I mean, he was young. And we then graduated to nights. We were doing 6 to 10 p.m. Eastern time. We were still on in Baltimore. And he would again call us. And he would call us at night after, say, 9 o'clock at night. And we would say, Lil Mo, shouldn't you be in bed? Lil Mo, don't you got school in the morning? Lil Mo, what are you doing? And he would call us about the Orioles. He would call us about the Ravens. He would call to pick on Mraz. Lil Mo was, I mean, to me, one of the coolest, best callers that we had. I didn't know at the time, but learned later that Lil Mo had dealt with a lot of health issues. And he was blind. He had battled cancer his entire life. When he was just a toddler, they found a tumor in his retina. And that Lil Mo was listening to us because that was his outlet. And Lil Mo continued calling sports radio in Baltimore after we moved to mid-mornings, and now we're on mornings. We are not on in Baltimore anymore, so he listens to and has always listened to his local shows and calls them religiously. And Lil Mo has spent most of his life in a hospital. But when he has a chance to listen to the radio, he listens to sports talk. And Lil Mo graduated from 8th grade, and they had a parade for him. And I'm so proud of this guy, and I want to play for you some of the best clips of Lil Mo on this show over the years because he's amazing.
What's up, D.A.?
How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. Can I get a beam up?
You know it.
Really don't want to say this on the air. I think I might be in Chubbo Nation.
10 years old and you're already in Chubbo Nation.
I think so. I'm not kidding, D.A. I'm not kidding. Am I allowed to go a little old school on you? Totally crazy. I'm never disrespecting it. Whoa there, Mraz. Whoa.
They had hundreds of people drive by Lil Mo's house in Baltimore, and that included Orioles players. Lil Mo had the cop shut down his road, his street, so that all these people could come celebrate him. And he's just an amazing guy. He's amazing. And in the middle of pandemic, in the middle of dealing with a lot of stuff that everybody is pressed up against the wall trying to deal with, finances and jobs and families and racial equality and all these things we deal with, Lil Mo is an inspiration because Lil Mo has been dealt a really difficult hand. And he has never lost his optimism and his spirit and his energy. This is a young man that made a pick for the Baltimore Ravens in the draft. He is such a celebrity in Baltimore that the Orioles have run promotions around Lil Mo. He's got to meet players. He's got to make a draft pick for the Ravens. I mean, he had a parade. graduated 8th grade. They had a parade for him. If you take away anything from today, Lil Mo has spent basically 75% of his life in a hospital. And you'll never hear him complain about it. You'll never hear him be anything but thrilled and happy and enthusiastic. He's a fearless guy. He is happy and sweet and amazing. And the fact that he has rallied his whole city around him. There's t-shirts that say Mo Strong. I've said this on the show before, but he's my hero. And I just like to play again the clips from Lil Mo on this show because how hard this has been for Lil Mo over the years. Hear the happiness in his voice. You'll hear this on this show, and he was going through all this during this time. Here's Lil Mo again.
What's up, D.A.?
How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. Can I get a beam up?
You know it.
Really don't want to say this on the air. I think I might be in Trouble Nation.
10 years old and you're already in Chubbo Nation.
I think so. I'm not kidding, D.A. I'm not kidding. Am I allowed to go old school on you? Totally crazy. I'm never disrespecting it. Whoa there, Mraz. Whoa.
I would have all the rest of the guys weigh in because I know that they love him to death, but I think we're all probably a little too choked up. But I just wanted to play that, and I wanted to let you guys know that he's still being Lil Mo, and graduated 8th grade and now on to high school, and he's still dealing with cancer that keeps popping back up, and he keeps having it treated. And he keeps fighting every single day. And he's had operations and aggressive chemo and radiation. He's had a bone marrow transplant. He's had tumors on his neck and his legs and his lungs. And unfortunately, recent scans haven't been so good. But he's made it this far. And I love him. And thanks, Lil Mo, for being a hero. I'm going to take a break, but Lil Mo reminds us all that no matter how hard you got it, there's no reason to be sad or give up or not keep fighting or not try to be the light. Because Lil Mo, he's that every single day. And they had a parade for him. And I wish that I was there. This is the D.A. show on CBS Sports Radio.